Yeah, it is.
Welcome back to episode 2 of our second trip, where you find us parked just below the castle at Arundel in Sussex. We're off to McDonald's. I absolutely love a sausage egg bagel. The other thing that's really great about McDonald's is they tend to be open 24 hours a day. So if you're in need of a loo and you've only got a small camper van, that can be quite handy to know. Because we're so small, we can park the van right outside the door, which is really good for keeping an eye on it. I think these automated terminals are a really bad development. It's much nicer to say hello to somebody and be served by a real human being. Breakfast was good. Now we're continuing our journey west, and we're trying our best to keep as close to the coast as we can. As we drive around, I like to keep the Search for Sites app open so that I can spot any potential places that we might stay in the future. When I find them, and if I think they're any good, then I take some photos and upload them to the app to help any other people looking for a place to stay for the night. Time for a cup of coffee and then a nice walk along the beach. So we're pulling into this car park at West Wittering. In November 2019 it cost £2 to park here for the whole day, but in the summer it's £8. This beautiful beach is part of a private estate, and it wasn't long before I was asked to stop flying the drone. I didn't realise they didn't allow it. Whenever that happens, I just apologise and land the drone immediately. It might be November, but if you can find the perfect spot, then that sun is still beautifully warm. And we were a little cheeky, borrowing the porch of somebody's seaside cabin, and it was a good test of our new chairs. I didn't quite manage to catch the scream, but we decided it was time to move on when this little thing dropped in to say hello. Getting too old to be walking up pebbles. We're on the A27 heading towards Port Solent. We're on the lookout for some boots like Wellingtons, but we want them to be fur lined. Easy place to park, don't mess about.
Turn left.
Go in there.
What in here?
Yeah, to enter the car park free. There's loads of space in there. There were a few camper vans in here, and it was clear from the signs that you're able to stay. All you have to do is phone the site security to get permission. This could be a very nice place to stay, especially if you're waiting for the ferries the following day. Plenty of shops and some nice restaurants. Carol ended up buying this pair of boots. We needed some half-length boots so that they fit in the very small garage in the van. We sat watching the sun go down over Langstone Harbour before moving off to camp that night on the seafront in Portsmouth. The idea was to camp along this seafront road, but we didn't actually like it here. A, because there were very few other vehicles around, and B, because passing cars with the yobs rocked the van too much. We had a beautiful walk on the pier, and then we returned to the van and had our evening meal. Nachos in the camper van. Well done, Spudder. Very tasty.
Homemade chili, bit of salsa, a bit of guacamole, and nachos. Yum yum.
Yummy.
I've got to put this in my mouth.
You can manage. Tasty. In the end, we tucked ourselves into this car park right by the docks. If you enjoyed this episode, then please consider subscribing and hit the bell so that you will always know when the next episode is available.